And now let's go to London, to the amazing Kingston University Town School. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I'm going to start with the program. We had a very complicated ambition, a kind of crazy ambition for this building. So we needed a new library, and so there's the question of what is a library in a digital age. We wanted a place to put our dance students, so we needed dance studios. We wanted to soften that threshold between the university and the city. That can be a quite scary line for the public to cross. And we wanted to create a presence. The front of the university, you were greeted by 150 car parking spots and a few porta cabins, which I think if they'd remained much longer, they would have been listed, because there were temporary buildings there for about 40 years. So the building was supposed to do a lot for us. It was also supposed to create a campus, because we didn't really have a campus. We had a collection of buildings. So we decided that this was such a crazy collection of things we needed, that the building had to work so hard that we should have a design competition. And we chose Grafton because they understood the ambition behind the program better than we did. And I'm going to come back to that in a second, because they were very excited about how radical this really was and the questions that we were asking. And they, in the competition design, there was clearly a building which would be able to evolve as our thinking evolved, because the other thing that was going on was that we were becoming much more ambitious as a university. We're not a famous university. We're professional, technical education. Half our students are the first in their family to go to university. But we were starting to become much more ambitious and wanted to be prouder about who we are. And we wanted the architecture to help us do that as well, to raise our sites and to raise the prominence of the university at the same time. So that's a lot to ask of a single building, I must say. And we got more than we could have hoped for, because we got all of those things. But during the process of the further design of the building, the construction of the building, we kept talking to Grafton. We did something really, which I've never heard anyone do before, but I would recommend it highly, is that we kept the design jury intact. So every few months, the design jury would meet with the architects again to talk about design. Not about the budget, not about whether things were on schedule or not to any of that stuff, but to talk about, are we still going to get the building that we wanted when we awarded them the contract? And that became a very interesting set of conversations, because as you know, they were talking to us about the design and the challenges and possible solutions. We were at the same time having conversations about the university and how the university was evolving, about our growing ambitions, about what we wanted to do, about how we teach and how we research and things like that. So that process was really helpful for the university, as well as giving us, the quality of the building we've had. It was so important for our thinking. It really changed our thinking as a university, which is quite something for a building to do. So much so that our new strategy for the university, we've named after the townhouse. It's the townhouse strategy, which is where we want to take the university in the next 10 years. And the reason for that is that in the building it's everything that we want to do as a university. So you can be sitting in there reading about law. You're looking down and across to someone who's reading English literature, and you're looking down and across again to see someone who's studying dance. And that's what we want to do as a university. A university is about not an ever narrower focus on the thing you've chosen to study. It should actually be about confronting you with ways of thinking and ways of acting which are foreign to the thing that you're studying. Because there's a lot of ways to understand the world, there's a lot of ways to act in the world, and there's a lot of forms of knowledge. Dance at a university is because dance is a form of knowledge. And so to confront people with that, which is what the building does, and to confront the public with what a university does, that is not just a seminar, it's not a university the way it might have been when you were at university. We are actually trying to create people with different kinds of skills and help them really grow at their time at university. So that's why we've named the whole strategy for the university after the townhouse, because the townhouse is doing what we want to do as a university. So thank you.
Thank you.